What's good with y'all? How is everybody doing? How everybody doing? How everybody holding up? How is everybody week going? How is everybody's trading week going? I guess I'm in a break-even trading week because I took one trade, I think this week. Yeah, I think I took two trades this week. One win, one break-even. So I think I'm gonna break even this week. Understand me? But without further ado, people, what's good with y'all? How is everybody doing? That's your boy Harlem, and I'm back with another video. Today's video, it's gonna be a top-down analysis. That's gonna be a top-down analysis. And man, why am I on the mess? That's gonna be a top-down analysis on gold. XAUUSD gold spot versus the USD, the dollar. So there's going to be a top-down analysis. I'm going to be breaking down potential direction for gold, like I think I did 2 weeks or a week ago on the NAS. I had a potential market direction for the NAS. Now we're gonna have a potential market direction for what? For gold. I'm gonna be breaking down 10 pairs. Not to say I'll be working on 10 pairs right now, but every week I'll be having a top-down analysis for any trading pair in my trading portfolio. You can you can comment, you can share on my Instagram. I'm gonna leave a link right there if you want me to do your favorite pair, any trading pair. I'm down to do it. I just want to see my people eat, my people win, my people staying healthy and wealthy. But without further ado, let's just hop in and let's continue to trust the process. So let's look at gold. People, let me tell you one thing before we continue with this. Every zone which you see me marking out right there, it's zones which I've been trading with ever since. Understand me? It's zones which I've been trading with. I will never remove the zones. I will never change the zones until we get price breaking out or price violating those zones, giving me new zones to trade with. So beyond the monthly time frame, I'm only focus on current price. You follow me, people? I'm only focusing on current price. So let's look at this. You see price once at a higher high and higher low, higher high, higher low, and then price pushed right there, and then the price started trading on this zone. So now, when obviously you guys know that everything that I share, it's Forex textbook, it's just bread and butter. Me explaining it, it's cherry on top. You follow me? So yeah, let's look at this. Let's look at this support. Let me print it out properly. Let's look at the support. Let's look at this resistance right there from the monthly time frame, right? So price once came to the zone, from price pushing to the upside, price started tapping in that zone, and then price pushed, rejected to the high, which let me see what price level is it. The 2079 price range, $2079. I don't know what it is, but it's 2079. Basically it's 2080. Price tapped on that very same zone, price pushed and came back to the very same zone right there, giving us some type of double top, some type of double bottom, I mean, and then price continued to the upside. And then price came back again to the very same zone, rejecting that zone. You understand me? Look at how the monthly candle closed. What month was this? The month of August. 02 August. The month of August. The month of August on 2021. Price came back, boom, tapped, and then closed up. And then it continued moving to the upside until it rejected the what? The very same zone, but now it's the 2068 or 2067 zone. And then price did what? Impulsively pushed to the downside, tapping again, pushing to the upside, breaking that very same zone, breaking out of that zone, and price broke back in of that zone. So what do I mean when I say let's look at this resistance and let's look at the support? I'm trying to show you that the zones I've been buying and selling from ever since I've been trading gold. You understand me? Not to say I started trading 2021, but since 2021 or 2020, I did have the zones marked out because I love trading on them and they major zones from my technical perspective, right? And then price did what? Pushed to the upside. So when we're looking at current price, don't focus on this zone that I laid out right there. Don't focus on the zone until we break down to smaller time frames. Price reject price now doing what? Pushing to the upside for how many months? 1, 2, 3. And then this is the 4th month. We don't know what will happen on this month because those candlestick has 2 days. This candlestick is 2 days old. Anything can happen. It might close bearish, it might continue bullish. We just don't know. That's why we always analyze and anticipate. So when you look at how price has been pushing right there, all I must say is price has a push. We need to have a pullback or an exhaustion phase, or price has to print out a higher low before we can anticipate continuations to the upside. I repeat, price has been impulsively pushing to the upside for the past 3 months. Price has been impulsively pushing to the upside. I anticipate or I hope that price could have an exhaustion phase or a pullback or a higher low formation before we can look for continuations to the upside. Understand me, people? This is what I have from our monthly time frame. Price has been pushing to the upside. You might look for what? For an exhaustion phase or for a pullback or for a higher low formation before you can anticipate continuations to the upside. This is from the monthly time frame. Let's hop into the what? To the weekly time frame. So looking at the weekly time frame right there, let's see how price reacted. Price traded from the zone, right? Pushing, coming back right there, boom, boom, some type of double top, having some type of double top. Let me take this call. Sorry about that. I had to take that call. So price has been tapping on this zone. This is a support. This is my support. This is my support. Price has been tapping on the zone, people. Price has been tapping on the zone, and price has been rejecting to the upside, right? So when we look at the reason why this current price has been pushing to the upside, like I say, price has been in a push phase. Let's see this. You can tell the like price right there. This type of support, this type of intraday support on smaller time frames when you break it down. Price has been tapping on the zone for the past, I don't know how many weeks, but price has been reacting from the zone until price did what? So when you basically look at this, price has been moving in what? In lower lows and in lower highs, right? Lower lows and in lower highs until we broke out of our major support, broke back in, broke out again, and then price had a break back in close. Once price closed above our support, I repeat, once price closed above our support, price continued moving to the upside. You guys can see it. I don't need to do anything. So from this bullish candle close, from the weekly, the coming week, price had a bear open and a bullish engulfing candle close. I repeat, from the bullish close above our support, because price had a close below and a close above, breaking back in. Price, the coming candle from the weekly had a what? A bear open, anticipating that price might be trading below of our support again. But unfortunately, price did what? Closed bullish with a engulfing candle close. So with this candlestick, we now saw that price will continue moving to the upside. So the second reason I say Why is price? Why do I anticipate that price has to have a what? An exhaustion phase. Let's look at the zones price has been breaking. This is my first weekly zone. This is the first zone which I had right there. You guys can see the zone right there. I don't need to chop it up a little. Yeah, you guys can see the zone. Price had a what? A break of this very same intraday support, closing below, coming back for a retest, continuing lower to the downside. When price pushed, coming back to this very same zone, look at the depletion which price carried. Look at the bullish depletion which price had from this very same zone. Do you understand me, people? Do you see where I'm trying to go with this? Look at the depletion price had from this very same zone once we came back from it. You understand me? Price started depleting until we had a bullish close above that very same zone again. And then once price broke out of that zone, this was the second zone which I had, because price did what? Came back once, pushed, came back again, closed above, break in, came back again to that very same zone, and then it pushed to the downside right there. Understand me? So I also anticipated that from this zone, price might give us maybe some type of what? Some type of intraday resistance, or that type of key level which would be looking for, and anticipate continuations to that, and anticipate what? An exhaustion phase before price can have a continuation push phase, right? And then price did what? Had a close above again. So obviously now I have two things from the weekly and the monthly. Price has been impulsively breaking zones. Price has been impulsively pushing to the upside. Why won't we have a push in an exhaustion in any zone which price might reverse from, and then have a continuation push to the upside? Because this is the basics of how price has been moving. Let's look at the history first. Lower low. Okay, my bad. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, until price came back right there, started pushing, right? Started pushing. So why wouldn't price move the way it moved in that bear move? And okay, why is price moving like this? And why won't price react to what prices did before? Understand me? From the lower lows and the lower highs, why won't we get a higher high and a higher low and look for that what? New higher high? So like I say, people, from the weekly and the monthly, I'm looking for price to have an exhaustion phase before we can anticipate continuations to the upside, right? Let's hop to the daily time frame. So from the daily time frame, people, we're only looking at what? At zones which we believe that like price traded above or price traded below. You feel me, people? I repeat, now we're looking at what? At zones which we believe price traded above, price traded below, right? So let's look at the daily time frame. So I don't even need to just do anything like before. I just need to show you a zone which I anticipate price might have an exhaustion phase for. So looking at price pushing right there, coming to the downside, breaking above, continuing to the upside, coming back right there, trying to push, but unfortunately price closed above. And then we started correcting from that very same zone until price came, did what? Impulsively dropped to the downside. Now, when we came back from that very same zone, we impulsively pushed to the upside. Why won't price respect this zone, people? Why is price not respecting that zone? Why is price not respecting the zone, people? This is something subjective, people. I don't need to be the only one who's talking about this. You people need to comment. You need to tell me what you guys think. Why is price not respecting this zone, people? Why is price not respecting this zone? So now, from how the daily has been moving, people. The daily has been moving in high highs, right? And in high lows. But it started correcting right there until we had a high high and a higher low, a higher high, higher low. But this was our correction. Prices started moving sideways from that very same zone until we had a break yesterday, pushed by what? By the FOMC. So obviously now when we look at current price, we can still tell that like from the monthly and the weekly, we're looking for price to have a pullback, exhaustion phase, or a higher low formation before we can anticipate bullish continuations to the upside. But when we're looking at the daily time frame, we're only looking at where price might potentially reverse from. This is the first zone which I'm looking at right there. Price price started the higher high, price started the lower low and the lower high behavior or structure from this very same previous higher low, previous lower high. You understand me? So if gold might have continuations to the upside, let's look and see what will happen from this very same zone. Will we get a breakout? Will we get a fail to break? We just don't know. It's an anticipation, right? Will price break out? Will price fail to break? We just don't know. The only thing we can do is to just anticipate, right, and hope for the better. So when I look at the zone, price reacted from the zone once and impulsively pushed majorly to the downside. So if we're looking for a higher high, for a higher low and a higher high behavior or structure continuation, if price continues pushing to the zone and fails to break, people, I'm not saying take short trades or start selling gold, but all I'm only looking for is for price to pull back or for price to exhaust from the weekly and the monthly before we can take continuation trades to the upside. Do you people get what I'm trying to say? Price once reacted from that zone with some type of double top and price started pushing to the downside. If price continues moving with the direction that it's taking it and price fails to break this very same zone, let's anticipate what continuations or reversals to the downside in anticipation of our what? Our monthly and our weekly higher low formation, exhaustion phase, or that daily or monthly or weekly pullback in order to anticipate continuations to the downside. People, I hope that like this does make someone understand what I'm trying to do or where I'm trying to go with this. Gold has been pushing on our current price. Gold has been pushing. Gold has been moving to the upside. Gold has been bullish, people. So with any bullish structure, we need to have a pullback or a higher low formation or an exhaustion phase or that pullback before price can continue moving either to the upside because you're looking for price to move to the upside. You understand me, people? Let's look at the 4-hour before we end the session. So when I look at the 4-hour, what I'm focusing on from the 4-hour, it's my trends, like my break walls, my channels, and my zones, right? So when I'm trying to do this, it don't look the way I hope it would, right? It don't look beautiful, right? But you guys will understand what I'm trying to do with this. And then when I'm trying to do this or when I'm trying to do that, you can tell they're like price had a breakout, right? Because I did once have this channel like this. So price has been reacting from this zone until price broke out and had a retest and started continuing to the upside with a break back in of our diagonal resistance and price continuing to the upside, right? So in this bullish channel now, because price violated the zone, this is what I simply do right now. Understand me? I simply look at where price might potentially do. Understand me? Will this is a question, guys. This is something subjective. Will price have a touch again on this zone in correlation to our trend line, looking for potential reversals, or will price break the zone, which I'm looking for price to have a potential reversal from and continue moving to the upside to allow resistance? This is subjective, guys. This is where I will end this. The 4-hour, I will not chop it up that much because there's nothing for me to say or to do, but I'm just showing you all a trend and I'm just showing you the like what I see from the smaller time frames, right? You understand me? So same zone from that zone right there, which I'm looking for price to reverse from or for price to have a pullback from. That's when I'll be looking, or that's when I'll start putting my money to play on gold. But from our overall structure, from the monthly, the weekly, and the daily, I'm looking for price to have a higher low, exhaustion phase, pullback, or that whatever market crash, whatever that you guys might be looking for. But all I'm looking for is a higher low, a pullback, or an exhaustion phase before gold can continue to the upside. People, that's all I got on this video. If this video was a bit hard for you, please comment, please send me a DM, please do anything. But I just want to put game on y'all, people. That's the only thing that I'm praying for. I just wanna put game on y'all people. That's all I got on this video. That's all I got on this video. That's all I got on this video, people. I'm out.